Hello, welcome to my channel. On the last video, I got the game to play and I was playing it. Now to get it to work, I had to commentate this line here. I remember I created them lines to stop it going to infinite loop, and I also had to comment out that line there. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to the console. I'm gonna step through the moves so that we can see MinMax in action. What I'm gonna do is, yeah, let's put it there. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on that. And I want to stop it on move. I want to stop it in the get computer move. I'm going to put a breakpoint there. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to start a game. I'm going to make my first move at 4. And now it's broken. So what I'm going to do is my first move is 4, which is 58. And on red, which is 0. So as you can see, 58 is being set to 0. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to press F10 and step through the game. So all that's done is it sets some variables. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press F11 to step into this function. So this is what happens when we call MinMax. So now we're stepping into MinMax. And here are the values. Let's look at the values. The board is that, side is 1, and the depth is 7. Okay, so we'll step into it now. And it tells you there, board is that side. So it's just gonna set some variables. So what's the ply here? The ply should be 0. So that means it's now incremented position. So that means positions is 1. If ply more than 0, but the ply is, it's just going to skip over this because the ply is 0 here. He hasn't made a move yet. The depth isn't going to worry us, so that's going to skip over here. Now it's going to fill. Now instead of me looping over this, in fact I will do it because the first time you're going to see this, I'm going to loop over it. So can you see? It's going through the top indexes and getting the legal moves. The first one it got is 55. It's going to add it to the move list. Then it's going to keep going. Now I'm getting fed up with this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I just speed it up a bit. So as you can see, fill move list. It's filled the move list with all the legal moves. And as you can see, I'm going to open this up. Or should I say this up? Remember, I moved at 58. So as you can see, 58 isn't a legal move. So it's looked through the board and you can see that, can you see 49 is illegal, is legal? Because I've done 58, so now it's 49. Okay, so that's where it's generated the moves. And now it's going to look through each move. So I'm going to go through here. So the first move it looks at is 55, as you can see here. That's why it always chooses 55. Because when it looks for all the moves, it's going to get 0, and 55 is going to be the best score. So move equals 55. So this is where it's going to actually make the move on the board. So what it's going to do is it's going to make a move. It's going to make a move of 55 for side whatever. So when we look at 55 here, at the moment it's free, which means empty. So let's just go here and let's look what 55 is. 55 is 1, so 55 is now yellow. So what it's done is it's actually made that move on the board, and then it wants the score, but it's not its turn to move. So what it's going to do is it's going to put a minus in front of there. It's going to switch the side, and it's going to switch the depth, and that's where the recursive is, because it wants the score. So now it's going to go down in depth one more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press F11, and that will step into this function. So now, if I look at the call stack, can you see the call stack here? It's got MinMax. It's got it twice there. But we're going to keep going down, and we're going to see what happens. Now, I'm going to go through this one. This is the last time I'm going to go through this part, because it's just going to be repeat. This is the recursive function. Can you see setting all of them again? And now, what is deploy? Deploy is 1. It's going to increment position. So now the positions are 2. Can you see? So now deploy is more than 1. So what it's going to do is, for this position, it's going to get the score, right? And it's got a score of 0. So it can't find a win. So it's got a score of 0 for that. So because the score is 0, it's going to carry on looking. It's going to check the depth, and it hasn't gone deep enough yet because the depth is 6 here, so it's not going to do anything there. Then it's going to fill the move list again, and then it's going to make a move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed it up. So I don't want to go through that loop again, so I'm going to do that. And it's got the new move list. Can you see what it is? It's already made a move there. And so what it's going to do, the first move here is 46. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press F10. Can you see the move here is 46? So what it's doing is it's going further and further down in the tree. So what it's going to actually do is it's going to actually make this move 46. But what it's doing is it's making the move for the opposite side. Like this make. So what it's actually doing is it's trying to work out how the computer plays Connect4. We set it to a depth of 6, and it looks at every single combination of position of depth 6, and it finds the scores, and the move it picks is the one with the best score. So how it does it is, in fact, you're seeing how it does it there. It just keeps going down in depth. Now, what this is doing is that's going to make a second move. Because it's made a second move, it's going to do apply equals 2. Can you see the apply is going to 2? Now it's going to flip the side again. It's going to take the one away from the depth, and it's going to call itself again. Now look at this core stack. It's going to go on the core stack again. Okay, watch this. Can you see? Now I want to quickly run through now. I want to know where do I stop it. I don't want it to overdo. I can stop it here. There must be somewhere where I can stop it. Wait there, one sec. Score equal. Yeah, if I run it to here, then that would do most of the work, and I can just come here. And I can go that I can go put. I like the next one's gonna get added to the core stack. Can you see? Now if I do that again with this one, I just do what am I doing? I want to run to here. So if I click that, I do right click, continue to here. So it goes through all of that. Can you see it generated all the moves? And then it's going to pick the first one, which is 28. So let me just see something. It's going to do 28, then it's going to do 10, 19, then it's going to do 10, and then it's okay. So let's keep going. Step into that. So now it's called itself 5. So that's what. Can you see it's called itself 5 times? So it's 5 deep, and as you can see, it can call itself 1,000,000 times. So now we're going to go. Let's see what the apply is now. It's 4. I'm gonna just speed up. I'm gonna just speed through the next 2 quickly. And then we're gonna take our time on the next one. Right, let's see this one. What is it? So depth is equal to 1. So this, can you see here? 1, 2, 3. The core stack is called itself that many times. Now, let's see what happens. So that what's the position? 6 positions it looked at. So it's going to check this board to see whether there's 4 in a line. If there is 4 in a line, then it's going to break out. And the score is 0, so it's not going to break out. It's going to check the depth. The depth is 1, so it's not going to break out here. So I'm going to get it to jump over there. Then more the legal move. Now, can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only got 6 legal moves, and that is because while it's been making moves, it's made a move there. So what it's done is red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. Okay. So now it's only got them moves there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it continue. So what is the ply now? So the ply is 7 now. Can you see that 7? So what we're going to do is we're going to call it. This is the last time it's going to call itself, because as you can see, the depth here is 1. So when it calls itself here, the depth is going to be 0. So let's see what it does when it calls itself. So this is the last time it's going to call itself, because the depth is 0. So we're going to come through here. Ply is 7. So the ply is going to be, max ply is going to be 7. That's correct. It's gone through 8 positions. And it's going to see if there's a win here. and there's no win, so it's going to carry on. Now this is where it's going to stop, and let's see what it does when it stops. If depth less than equal to naught, so it's going to return now. So what it's going to do is, let me think. I just found a way I can optimize this. If ply more than 0, yeah, I could probably use the score here, but I have to check it. Well, I could probably do that, and that will save. But what it is, I don't think it will save that much time. But anyway, okay. So now let's see what it does. So the core stack has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on it. So now this has gone to a depth. So it's past the maximum depth. So now this is where it's going to say, okay, you can't go any further. You can't keep going further and further down to the end. So what you have to do is, because what it will actually keep doing is it will keep making moves until everything, so it will keep, if I didn't have a depth, it would carry on until a depth of 42. And the only thing that will stop it would be when there's no moves left. And that's when it will return. And that's when it was, so it will, okay. Now let's do this. Let's do this now. Let's see what happens. So that's got 8 on it. Let's see what happens when it returns. I mean, nothing happened. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's it. It returned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you see? It popped one off the stack. So that means one of them. It's just like when we done the factorial function, and when it got to the end and it broke out, and it could calculate. Then now it tracks back. So now, as you can see, earlier in the stack, it called this, and it got the score. And now this is apply 7. The score was returned. Can you see? It kept going down the stack. It kept going down, down, down until it got to a depth, and then, in fact, let me see if I can see something. One sec. It's a bit like this. It started here. It says get all the moves. It got them too. Then it chose this one. It's just choosing them at random because it wants to look at every single move. Get all the moves. It chose that one. Then it came here. Get all the moves. Out of these two, it chose that one. Then it got here. Get all the moves. Then it got them two. Then when it got here, it said you cannot go any deeper than here because you've now reached the depth. Get the score. So it got the score here. And then it returned and it got here. Then it got here. That's the second move he's going to look at. And it says, you can't go any deeper. Get the score or final win. We got the score here. And then it returned here. And then once that's complete, that returns here. Then that looks at that. Then that looks at that. And it says, you are too deep. It goes there. Then it looks here. It goes there. Then it returns back there. And then it comes to this one. And that's how it's going to do it. However, so that's how it will do it. It will go blah, 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 up, down, that, up, across, that, up, across, that, up. And when it gets to ply 0, we've got that line that says, do not return the score, return the best move. And that's how that will work. So now it's return the score. So this is that thing where remember when it didn't put up a good fight. We wanted to fight. We wanted to put up a good fight. We wanted to, fight till its last breath. And it wasn't doing it, so we put this thing in to get it to fight. So that it returns the score, that adjusts the score to make it fight. And then this is where it finds, it sets that, so it's got the score. The score beats higher score, which is in minus infinity or minus 200. So it's got best score equals score. So far, what's it got the best score as? It's got the best score as -7. Best score is -7. Best move is 56. And now it's made that move. Can you see what it's done? It's actually made the move. It's got the score back. So now, and it's made a note of it here. So now it's going to take back the move and take back the ply. Can you see here? Take back the move. So I'm going to let it do that. And can you see what it's going to do now? It's going to go and try the second move. And the second move was a 57. So can you see? No, so it's done the 57. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, when you're debugging like this, if I press F10, it will just get, if I press F11, it will step into this function and see what it's doing, but I don't want it to do that. I just want the score. So I'm just going to press F10. And it returns the score, that's 0. And this is where you can see that it doesn't beat the best score. It's the same as the best score. So it just ignores it. But what it's going to do is it's going to take this move back. So can you see what it's doing? It makes, so what's the next move for it to try? So can you see? Well, I'm high up in the stack here. It's probably best if I demonstrate this low up in the stack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it to this. I'm going to get it to that line where it tries all of them. So I'm deployed 6 here, so I'm high up in the stack. So what I'm going to do is it's going to return something here. So it's going to return the best score. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When it returns, it's going to kick something off the stack. Can you see there's now 6? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and then it will just carry on. And now it's asking me to make another move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 4, and this time I'm not going to go so deep in the stack. So last time I went all the way down deep, 7 moves down into the stack. This time I'm not. I'll press F11 now to step into it. The F10 will just get me the best move without me going. So what I'm going to do, I want to go in it and look what's going on. So I'm going to press F11. And I just want to get it to here. So I'm going to just do continue to here. And now I'm not going to go in there. I'm just going to show you what it does. The first move it's going to try is 46. And it's going to get the score of 46. It's going to get the score by recursing and going to all the millions of positions, but I'm not going to. So as you can see, it takes a bit of time. And eventually it's going to come back with a score. because I'm debugging, I think it runs a bit slower debugging. Yeah. Now if I go to the console, no, it hasn't come, it hasn't returned anything yet. So what's the score? What score did it score? It scored -3. That's what it scored with that move. So what it's going to do is, can you see the best score is -200? So what it is, that's going to make that be the best score. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop now, because this just explains how it works. Well, it just shows you in action. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. The next video, I'm gonna start building a GUI. So it's gonna be no more of this MinMax. It's just gonna be building a. Now we've got something that can play Connect4, and we can make it quite strong if we want to. So all we have to do is concentrate on the GUI. So that's what I'll be doing from the next video onwards. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye.